Meghan, Handbag Harry, and Doria Ragland, Meghan's mother, attended the Women of Vision Awards. So Meghan, it's the Meghan show. She didn't attend the coronation, but she'll come to New York City to receive another bought and paid for award, and Harry has to come to support. On the way out of this award show, between 10 p.m. and midnight, paparazzi gave chase for 2 hours, mind you, on the streets of Manhattan. They alleged that there were 12 vehicles giving chase. There was a motorcycle and a bicycle chasing. They were riding up on sidewalks, running red lights, and Harry and Meghan and Doria were almost killed several times. Does this remind you of anything? No independent witnesses have come forward to testify. There were no arrests and no citations by police, and the police do not confirm these allegations. At one point, Harry, Meghan, and Doria and their security got out of their car and got in a cab to shake off the paparazzi. They were staying at a private residence in Manhattan and didn't want the Paps to know where they were staying. The mayor of New York City made a statement saying, "It seems very unlikely that a high-speed chase could go on for 2 hours in New York City. There's traffic lights, pedestrians, cops everywhere. I'm from D.C. I worked in D.C. my entire life. It's a slightly smaller city. I never drove in the city to work because it's so crowded. Bike messengers are very common because it's faster to get around the city on a bike than in a car." Okay, New York City is even more so. The mayor wondered if the chase lasted even 10 minutes, and he said he would look into it. The cab driver who drove them around for a few minutes was interviewed, and he said he didn't feel scared at any time, but there were some paparazzi around. I have questions. Is this account exaggerated to get worldwide lifetime security free and paid for, which they're suing for now in the UK? Did Meghan pay Backgrid to pap them? And maybe more paparazzi showed up and she got more than she bargained for. Oh, by the way, Backgrid did make a statement saying that their freelance contributors were covering the couple's stay in New York City and acted responsibly, and no one was in any danger at any time. And they also, in their statement, said that one of the 4 SUVs that Meghan and Harry were riding in did drive recklessly at one time. So were there any near crashes? Was anybody in any danger? Let's take a look. Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a spot of royalty. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. Find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback versions. Find the full color card deck used here on Etsy/Magi Method. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe and comment if you will. So let's get right into it. So there is evidence that there were paparazzi following them. Backgrid did say, they even put out a statement saying that they had independent contractors hired by them there. Okay, so there was some paparazzi thing going on. Was it 2 hours? Was it 10 minutes that they were chased? Was there any danger? I and everyone else in the world seems very skeptical. So let's take a look at the situation. Was it staged? Was it exaggerated? To some degree, it definitely was staged because Backgrid was paid to be there, which is what Meghan does every time. Every time Meghan is papped, walking with Archie or Lily, whatever version of them, and the dogs, it's always Backgrid paid paparazzi. She always calls them up. She's got like a red phone that she calls them up on and says, "Come and pap me, okay, and I'll pay you." And it's interesting they're kicking back because they're not going to be sued. They're like, "We didn't do anything wrong. You were wrong." And I've seen paparazzi. I lived in Miami for a little bit, and there was a thing right along the beach there in Miami Beach, and there were a whole bunch of paparazzi staked out on a fence line. And there were some glitzy looking people, and I stood there and watched for a while. Those people are almost entirely ex-cons. The paparazzi, they're almost entirely ex-cons. And so they're really dirty, cockroachy kind of people. So they will do anything. I mean, they'll do anything. They'll pull out a knife and cut you, man. I mean, they're crazy. But, I mean, when the nuclear bombs fall, the paparazzi and the cockroaches will still be around. And some criminals let out of prison. So let's see what we get. Staged or exaggerated? What actually happened? Magi. Manifested. Long relationship. Heart. Scourge. Man. And ongoing basis. Oh, look at that. Okay, so the executioner is ruthless and has a plan. The best planning cards are the Queen of Spades, the Snake, and the King of Spades. These are the most organized planning cards in the deck. So this is planned, okay, and this is organized. Meghan has a master plan that she's following. Is she even informing Harry? She doesn't have to. I mean, Harry, there's a great picture of them in there, in the car, in the cab, and Meghan is smiling with her false smile, and she seems happy that the paparazzi are giving her so much attention. Doria looks a little pissed, and Harry is filming with his camera. And I think they took that, I think they put a copyright on that because I can't find that picture anywhere anymore. And that's like the best picture. And that's the one I wanted to show you. So Harry is hiding his face behind his giant iPhone. And I actually have that iPhone. I love that iPhone. It's the, I forget what it's called, the iPhone Gigantor or something. I have that iPhone. It's a great phone. It's the best phone I've ever had. And it's incredibly expensive. So, and I treated myself. So I'm going to keep it for like 20 years, and it's going to be like completely worthless by the time I get rid of it. Which is how I'm going to deal with my car too, because I don't have a lot of money. Okay, so was it planned? Was it staged? Was it exaggerated? Relationship, 6 hearts, karmic relationship. Cross, permanent. The 7s recycle and never exhaust. Only the 7s. The 7s recycle endlessly and never exhaust. Manifested, 26, outside influence. This, the paparazzi coming, 7 diamonds, this is, she does this all the time. Meghan did this. Magi, she manifested this through her ongoing permanent relationship. Meghan has an ongoing and permanent relationship. She literally has them on speed dial, and she called up the Paps and said, come pap me. This is a great opportunity to make me look like a celebrity. So she definitely called Backgrid and the paparazzi. Butterfly is very public and very beautiful. I want to look beautiful. I want to look like a celebrity. I want to look glitzy and glamorous, and I want you to capture this moment. Mercury, electronic media, photographs, and a single act. And Heart, they were working for Meghan in her best interests, and this just keeps happening. Scourge, but there were some conflicts, and man, there's Harry, direct action and on an ongoing basis. So this is a very positive spread. Okay, Meghan hired the paparazzi. They did exactly what they told her to do. She's pretending a conflict and using them, which she uses everybody. She's using Harry. She's using the children. And if she calls you, don't answer, because she's gonna use you, and it's not gonna benefit you. So this is a very positive spread. Very, very positive. And Backgrid did exactly what they were paid to do, and on her behalf. And she has a long-standing, constant, permanent relationship with them. She just calls them up and says, pap me, make it look like there's excitement about me, and I'm famous celebrity. And it's on an ongoing basis, and they took direct action. So, yeah, they have people everywhere. In New York, LA, DC, these are places where their paparazzi are. Backgrid in their statement said they're independent contractors. So literally they have people in these major places. They live there. They're ex-cons usually, and people who just want to make some extra money. They say, oh, it's housewives. I didn't see any women doing it. All right, so my camera cut out. So they're paid, whoever gets the best pictures, they sell them as independent contractors to Backgrid, and Backgrid pays them a very handsome price. So you can, for a really good picture, you can make thousands of dollars, okay? And for even just regular average kind of pictures with like the super long lens, making it look like you're like right up on them, you also can get thousands of dollars. So like a really good picture, you can get $20,000 for one picture. So that's why they're doing it. They're definitely like cowboys, but they were paid. These people definitely paid. This is part of Meghan's master plan to make her look like she's amazing. Let's look at Harry, Meghan, and Doria, okay? Because Harry, in the best picture that I wasn't able to show you, looked pissed. So let's look at Harry, Meghan, and Doria. What are their reactions? Okay, were they really afraid? What are their reactions? Were they ever afraid? Like, oh, I'm so afraid. Or is Harry, because Harry is on drugs a lot. Okay, he's probably high a lot. Why is he even attending? He's just handbag Harry. He's not getting the award. Meghan's getting the award, I think. I didn't check into that so much. Maybe Harry also got the award. But he's there supporting Meghan. Meghan can't support Harry when he goes to the coronation, which is the most important thing one of the most important things Harry's ever done. The whole world is watching, but Harry has to go to New York to support Meghan to receive her award that was bought and paid for by her PR team. So let's look at their reactions. Were they ever really afraid? Harry, Meghan, Doria. Harry, water into wine. That's a drunkenness or high card. 2 spades. Meghan, Fox. Yep. Oh, interesting. And Doria, Mother Earth, Angel. Let's get these. All right. Well, that's a lot of spreading going on there. Hopefully you can see that. So Harry, Meghan is very upset about how this went down. Okay, but it's a clever move that she's upset. She's acting devastated. So the fox is not an emotional card. Okay, the earthquake is a very emotional card. So it's a false emotion in the situation. 23, 33, 9 hearts. So she planned this. The fox is a great planner. The fox is very crafty. She's pretending to be very upset. Meghan is pretending to be very upset. Interesting. Doria, she's an angel. She's the mother. This is her child. She's the mother. Meghan is her child. And 20, 32, 8 spades. It almost kind of doesn't concern her, but she's going to go along with Meghan. She didn't like it, what was going on. Okay, so this is all a ruse with Meghan. She's the fox. She, the narrowed eyes and the clever hands. Okay, and Doria's just going to go along with it. She's there to be the good mother. Harry, 2 spades, water into wine, broken chalice and ruler. 21, 23, 6 clubs. Water into wine, this is a high or drunkenness card. I think he was a little inebriated, a little bit, not sober. Either, and it could be wine or it can be any kind of illicit substance. So he's kind of separated from it. He's kind of separated from it because of the substance. And he's there as the king, the ruler. 13, 15, 23, 6 clubs. He's there as part of the family. They're a family. So he's not very upset about it. He doesn't look upset about it. He looks high. Harry doesn't look high. Doria's going along with it. Meghan is right in the middle, acting like she's super duper upset about what happened, but it's not real. Fox, it's not real. Okay, and so coffin and yes, the key is the secrets of what really happened. 13, 4 hearts. They're going to keep it closely held what just people that they know, Doria, Harry, they're going to keep it close what really happened. Okay, so Meghan's outrage is false. Okay, and you could say that of all of them. You're dead naming that guy who went into the Christian school and murdered all those children. You're dead naming him. I'm outraged. Are they outraged? No, it's fake. It's all lies. Okay, and we should go around, dead naming on purpose. Do I care if you're offended? I don't care. Okay, so her being offended is not real. It's not a real offense. She's just, and Harry is high, and she's just, yeah. Let's look at, okay, it was nearly catastrophic. Oh my God. They almost crashed several times, okay, but nobody was arrested. There's cameras everywhere, okay, like London, for instance, is the most video surveilled place on the planet. London is, okay. New York City is up there. It's one of the most video surveilled places on the planet because it's very densely packed. There's cameras on all those all those buildings. The police know where all these cameras are. They can get all the footage. So wherever they went, okay, it went on for 2 hours. Well, and the mayor says, well, if it went on for 10 minutes, I'm going to be surprised. And I would too, because I'm from a big city. I'm from D.C. I worked my whole life in D.C. I know what that's like. You can walk faster than the traffic. And if you ride a bicycle, you're definitely going to get there faster than any car because it's gridlocked all the time. And New York City's gridlocked. I don't care what time it is. New York City downtown, Manhattan, is very hard to get through in a car. Okay, ride a motorcycle or a bicycle. So were there almost crashes? Did they almost crash? Did others almost crash into them? Let's look at Harry and Meghan and the paparazzi. Were there any almost crashes? Harry and Meghan and Doria, were they in any danger? It doesn't look like it. The paparazzi. Now, those people are a little suspect. They're a little sus. Because I've seen, like I said, I saw these people in Miami Beach, and they're like mangy dogs. I mean, that's my impression of them. They're like mangy, disease-ridden dogs and rats and drug addicts. You have to be really careful around those people, and you can't. I was just looking at I'm like, what are all these people looking at? And it was right there next to the beach in Miami Beach, and they were like, I felt like my life was in danger just standing there looking at what they were looking at for a moment. Like walking by is bothering them. That's how nasty those people are because they got out of prison and they're just weird people. So, did they almost crash? Well, we have a yes, karmic relationship, and we have cross. The key is the family and the relationship. 13, 22, 6 diamonds. I'm not going to take this yes as yes, they almost crashed. This is very red and very positive. Positive cards should be taken positively. Negative cards should be taken negatively. Here we have a spade, so there's a little bit going on over here. But this is very red, and the cross is a very positive card. Okay, so, yeah, the key is they're going to act together as a family, as a group. Who is leading this family? The matriarch, Meghan. It's kind of like the West is being led by the matriarchy right now. There is no patriarchy. The patriarchy has been murdered violently. So, in this age, and since 1960, there is no patriarchy. So, if you have a problem with what's going on in the world, it's not the patriarchy, dude. It's not the patriarchy. That's not what's happening. Okay, so yeah, they're gonna work together as a group, and we saw that in the last spread that I threw, that they're sticking together. That's good. Families should stick together, even if they're lying, even if the head of the family is lying. I think they should stick together like a big mafia. Okay, and I think it's weird when they don't support each other. I think that's bad. You want families and groups of cohesive people to support each other. To some, certainly, legally to support each other. Okay, so this is the paparazzi side. They had good intentions. The woman is a good woman, and they did what they were told. They were taking actions and talking, but there's things they're not telling us. 10 and 22, there's a whole bunch of them. There's a little bit of, they're a little bit crazy. They're a little bit wild. They're a little bit, I'm on parole kind of stuff, and they take drugs and they're on parole, some of them. So there's a little bit of suspect stuff going on. It might have got a little bit crazy, but not anything like what Meghan is saying, like Meghan and Harry are saying. Committed to the deeply rooted relationship and two spades. They're not telling the truth about what happened. So Meghan and Harry were never in any danger. It can get a little bit crazy because those are kind of crazy people who do that sort of thing because they're very much cowboys and they'll really try to get the shot because there's a lot of money for that shot. And I also knew a news reporter who worked like the midnight shift from 10 p.m. to like 6 a.m. and he would cover crashes and crimes, and they would just run around, really fast in their car and follow the police around and get the shots. It's like that. I knew that guy personally. So what do we have going on? Meghan did hire them, okay, and they were doing on behalf of Meghan. She has a permanent relationship with the paparazzi. Okay, these guys, she has them on speed dial. They did their job well, but they're independent contractors. Okay, all these photographers, they just live in New York. Or they live very nearby, and this is what they do. They want to get, a couple of $1,000s for one night's work. That's good paying work. And what are they willing to do to get those shots? Anything. Okay, Harry, Meghan, and Doria, were they like afraid? What are their reactions? Harry was high. Meghan, it's all fake outrage. Like everything that we see in society, it's all fake outrage. And Doria, she's just going to go along. She's the good mother going along with the Doria, so with her daughter. So it didn't really happen, and it's all fake outrage. But here you can see them, they're really sticking together as a group. Whatever Meghan says, Meghan's the boss. Whatever Meghan says, that's what they're all going to say, whether it's true or not. And the paparazzi, you can see here that the paparazzi were mostly, just honest, doing their job. They're a little bit kind of crazy people, but they just did their job, and they're not going to tell you everything, but nothing illegal happened. Okay, I don't see anything illegal here. So don't forget to like and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe and comment. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, the Magi Method. I'll see you next time.